Hello, Lisa Renee Wilson with Being Breath, here to inspire, motivate, or perhaps just help you contemplate creatively engaging with your everyday life. As you can tell, I'm in a bit different environment for today's video, and as you can tell too, in case you can't see, it's cold out here. So why am I coming to you in this situation? Because I had one of those beautiful thoughts to share with you. Not shots. We can share a shot later. For now, how about just thoughts? Fear is an awesome and wicked thing, isn't it? It is so easy for fear to overtake us. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. See if you can relate. I just finished up a 30-minute walk outside in a beautiful trail in Bloomington, Indiana. I parked at a somewhat secluded space, in case you can't tell, and there are 2 parking spots here. It is a trailhead. I started my walk, and there was a car coming down the street over to the side, and as I was starting my walk, I noticed it pull into the parking spot next to me. That little gut instinct, you know the one. Little alarm bells were going off. The person didn't get out of their car, and the car, I could tell, was still running. So I thought, maybe it's just somebody stopping for their morning coffee to enjoy a bit of seclusion, or, maybe it's somebody having trouble getting out of their car, bundling up because it's freezing out here. But those little alarm bells were still going off. So I walked maybe, half a mile down the path, and decided that I was going to make a little circuit. So I walked, and then I started quickly jogging back towards the car, just watching to see what that person might do. I jogged back to the post at the end of the car, tapped it, turned around, and started walking. The person still hadn't gotten out of their car by the time that I reached my original turnaround point, so I again tapped and started jogging back to the car. Sure enough, on my second jog back to the car, the person drove away. Was that person just there sitting, minding their own business and wondering why in the world this odd woman was walking and then running back to the car and walking and running back to the car? Maybe. Was that person looking to break into my car once I walked away and there was a perfectly secluded spot for them to do so? Maybe. However, that isn't necessarily what I want to focus on. Interesting story, right? The true story begins when I continued my walk after the person had driven away. What was going on in here was what I was still carrying with me. All I was contemplating was thinking, should I call the non-emergency number for the police? I got the person's license plate number. What if they would have broken in? What if they were looking to hurt me and not my car? Oh my goodness, should I turn around and run again? What if they come back? Ooh, is that car approaching them? Or for the next 7 or so minutes, I carried this with me. All of these thoughts, not noticing everything that was around me. I come out to take this path because it's gorgeous and I have beautiful thoughts out here and experiences and can hear the birds and see the lovely trees and so on. And I wasn't enjoying any of that. At one point in my walk, I became aware of my own thoughts and the heaviness of them. And I noticed the tree that was right next to me that was covered in ice and shimmering from the sunlight, and heard this beautiful bird that was over to the side, and suddenly my entire experience of the walk changed. I finished it up, felt so much better, not only physically from the walk, but mentally. And this is where I am, coming to you now, reminding you of the weight, perhaps, of your own thoughts. What are you carrying with you right now? What are you worrying about? What is that burden that is sitting heavy on your mind? Is it possible for you to let it go? Or maybe just set it aside for a moment? To enjoy and have gratitude for whatever it is that you are experiencing right here and right now, something to contemplate. And I will give you a behind-the-scenes tip of the video. If you will look in the reflection of my glasses, you can perhaps tell how I have my phone and my camera propped up so that I can make this video. Can you tell? Being unique, you do what you have to do. All right, so here's to tomorrow. Here's to all of the people driving past wondering what I'm doing. And here's to letting go of the burden of those weights of potentially unnecessary thoughts and worries and fear. Till next time.